Wow.
Hello. Wow. Indeed.
We're live.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Mega64 podcast. And I want to start this off with a trigger warning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Trigger warning. There's going to be no bits tonight. It's going to be all serious discussion. So if you are triggered by the lack of comedy on this podcast, you might want to turn it off because it's not going to be very funny tonight. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad and serious. You've been warned. Anybody else want to add to my trigger warning?
I just had all these jokes written on the way over here.
No,
I didn't discuss this with anybody. They didn't know.
Yeah.
But there's no bits tonight.
Yeah, I kind of had a bit planned.
Right? Same here.
You know
Like
what?
a
You can
routine I
describe
worked
the
out.
bit without doing the bit.
Okay.
You can let the people at home judge on a logical level if it was going to be funny, but I would discourage you from performing the bit because that would just fly in the face of this trying time that we're in right now. So what was the bit going to be?
I had this whole thing about it was like part 3 to the Shrek wet fart saga, and it was about I saw a dog fart and I thought why didn't I wish Shrek would do that.
Okay.
And it was a whole there was
had
way
to
more
do
to
with-
it than that. I'm making it sound really simple.
Where's
but
the trigger coming
It
in?
was
with the
Don't get
warning?
too
be-
into it because you might
yeah.
slip into doing the bit.
it was meant to be more complex than that, and it
Okay.
turned into a thoughtful kind of piece, but it was 90% comedy, so now I don't even really feel like getting into it. But I saw this dog just fucking spackle like my parents' kitchen.
And it was reminiscent of the wet fart moment from the Shrek ride.
It was like fucking upsetting. It was like mixed chocolates. Just,
When you saw the dog spackle fart at your parents' house, it reminded you of many of the experiences at Universal Studios.
yes,
Where the rides often spackle you with water.
yeah.
And most famously in the wet fart moment of the
A
Shrek
fecal.
4D ride.
Yeah, and when I saw it happen, I just, I kind of started developing bits like I saw it and it was like, oh, well, shit, I didn't even need to buy a ticket for that. There's going to be a whole bit, but I really don't feel good about doing it.
You could have.
So that is off the table.
This is your bit. You're not performing it.
Yeah.
We can discuss
No, I
it.
won't. Yeah.
There could have even been a moment in the bit where you refer to the dog as Donkey in the Shrek voice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something along the lines of, you do the voice, it would be like, not a good job, Donkey.
Everyone likes
Or-
impressions.
Well, for me, it was going to be not a good job, Dougie.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
Donkey and Doggy
Donkey,
are close.
Dougie, how could you?
Yeah.
Something along the lines of that could have been a part of the bit.
Could have cheered
and it-
a lot of people up.
And it happened on March 11th, 3/11 day. So that was going to be a whole bit. I was going to tie that in, and I was going to say, I was going to do the whole parody
Amber was
bit.
the color of the shit.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't step on what it would have been the bit, please.
Yeah, we're not
Amber
doing
is
the
the
bit,
color of
remember?
my poop and pee.
Yeah.
Kind of a Weird Al style.
Sean, he had already figured that part
I had
of the
already
bit out.
perfected the bit, Sean.
Well,
what
you
you're
should have told me.
detailing.
You should have
We're not
told me.
doing it, though.
Well, but it doesn't even matter because it doesn't. Man, you're just not. I can't
Guys,
explain it, but I don't want to
Look,
explain
the
it.
bit was a happy thing, and I understand in describing the bit that it's a sad thing because we can't do the bit, but don't take it out on each other. We have to stick together.
I'm sorry. I wasn't going to do the bit, so I shouldn't have been mad about the bit I wasn't going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, now your apology.
But Sean does talk over you a lot, and that's kind of
I know.
disrespectful.
I know.
You fuckers
Oh.
never, ever
Oh,
shut
no.
the fuck up. And this is not just
Oh
on the
my
podcast,
God.
just in regular life. You
Okay, but we're talking about the podcast.
Sean, no bits tonight.
If I don't
Sean,
just,
bits tonight.
If I
Sean,
don't,
no bits
shut up.
tonight.
If I don't just jam my way in there, I'm not gonna get a word in edgewise.
No bits tonight, dude.
So
We
you gotta
already
talk.
said.
You just got to find the 1 second. There's a pause, and I could snipe my way into the Star Wars conversation and be like, "Hey, we got to do this thing. Can we talk about Star Wars later?" You got to do that if you're
hate-
me.
Okay,
That's
well,
my life.
I hate to ask Sean to do a
Guys.
self-edit, but Sean, edit your bit out of the podcast
all right.
Not even
on
his
Tuesday.
deal.
Listen, we were not supposed to do any bits tonight.
that wasn't a bit.
That was
That
from
just
the
went
heart,
out the
bro.
window,
That was not a
apparently.
bit. That was not a
This was going to be a no bit night. We're going to be serious. We're going to be thoughtful for the community. I guess we're doing bits tonight. Fuck it. Theme
Yep.
song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides the lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side. I'm just trying to be the lonely horseman. Horseman, 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 lonely horseman.
Our comments on no bits tonight apparently were misunderstood. We've just heard word that all Twitch donations have been pulled. To Twitch staff who were watching, we really did not mean what.
Not those bits.
No, please don't. That's not what we meant.
We need those bits. Oh, great.
Comedy bits.
Yeah, god damn it.
In these trying times, you know, how do you think we keep the lights on?
Yeah.
Bits.
Bits. Comedy bits. We do the comedy bits. We get the Twitch bits.
It's a bit economy.
Yeah.
Living bit to bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm living bit to bit, man. Digital bits. Go to digitalbits.com. They have the latest news on movies on physical media,
Yeah. Especially in these trying times.
which you need.
You got
I
data hoarding.
think about what sites I've read since like I got the internet, or probably none of those are around, but like the longest sites that I've gone on the longest since having the internet. And I think one of them is legitimate, the Digital Bits.
Really?
The digitalbits.com is a site about like what's coming out on disc.
Oh.
Like, there's a cool Blu-ray box set coming out for Star Wars. They'll have like a thing about it first. DVD started in like 97, I think.
Yeah.
And I think I've read that site since around then. Yeah.
What is the website that you've been affiliated with the longest, that you visited the longest?
That's got to be it for me, because how long is that? 20... Is that 23 years?
What was the site?
97, the digitalbits.com.
Like probably the earliest one that you went to that you're still visiting regularly.
Now,
I think that one's mine.
Google.
Mine.
Google.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I can't say I was hearing about Google in like the 2002 era.
I remember the first time I heard about Google.
Yeah.
I had a teacher in 9th grade recommend it for a research paper.
Oh, okay.
There's a new website you might be able to use for finding your info.
I was using
Yeah.
Ask Jeeves.
It's called Google.com. I was using Yahoo,
Yeah.
AltaVista, and Ask.com.
Yeah. I used Yahoo.
And he
mostly.
spelled Google for the class. Funny
We've
name.
talked about this forever ago on the podcast, Rocco.
Google.
But do you guys remember the web browser that we had to use at school that was sponsored by the Army?
Yeah.
It was a purple web
What
browser.
was the deal with that?
And
You
there
didn't
were
use
ads for
Firefox?
the Army
I don't remember
everywhere
that.
all over it.
You guys were a year older than me.
Maybe, but you couldn't you had to use that one.
Dude,
this in
trying to
high school?
recruit.
Yes, it was in high school, and they tried to recruit you.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but like you couldn't go to Alta Vista or Ask Jeeves or whatever because you had to go to this fucking one, and it sucked. I wish I knew the name of it.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it either, but I remember. Yeah, it was all military ads, but I don't think it was the military that put it together. It was, at least I don't know. At the time, I didn't know, but it was always ads for the Army.
Yeah.
And then I remember after a while, they were ads for an album by this artist Billy, or I forget what her name is.
Billy.
Billy Soldier.
But it was legit, just like ads for some album about to come out, and I thought, I have to sit through this at school. And I remember thinking, like, there's going to be like a lawsuit about this, that like all these students are sitting through an ad for
their education.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I don't know what, I would love to know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Because that seemed odd.
I just remember the whole interface was purple. That's all I remember.
Saints Row
You're
shit.
like, well, I want to use Google. I want to use Alta Vista. No, you got to use this
you couldn't.
shitty military
You had to
browser.
log into your thing, but they had all your info when you logged in.
that's terrible.
That's just like real life. Like,
That
I want to go
sucks.
work for Google. I want to go work for Alta Vista. You can't. You have to work for this shitty organization.
Yeah.
The Army.
Yeah.
The United States Army.
No, but yeah, Google I started hearing about early 2000s, but I think this was longer. I think I was on Digital Bits longer than that. What about you guys?
The
What
longest,
sites?
well, I don't go on this anymore, but I just stopped recently was TV shows on DVD.com.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah,
if
that was the one, I mean, in high school all of the time. And then I think I was waiting for the Wonder Years box set. And when that finally came out, that wasn't that long ago. That's when I was like, all right, I got all I needed.
That was
it.
that really was the holy grail of that site. Sean and I, because see, we go over like Sean's house like after school and stuff like that, and then even when school was over, when we were doing Mega64, we'd be at Sean's house because the set was in his dad's garage, and we'd go over there. And it was always like, you'd hang around. Like Sean had a computer just off to the side of the kitchen.
It was in the
no one was
laundry
on
room. We got
phones.
rid of the washer and dryer, put a computer in there instead.
Yeah. And so you just hang out. And every time I was over there, it'd be like, did you check TV shows on DVD.com? Yeah. And it was like, oh, what's coming out? Oh, they're finally putting out a box set of Pete and Pete.
Dude, Mork and Mindy's coming out.
Yeah,
dude.
Mork and Mindy, finally.
Don't need
but
that.
the question seriously, the holy grail was every day. Nothing about Wonder Years, huh? Nope. Yep. And every couple of months there'd be an article about how like, oh, music rights have fucked that show.
Yeah.
It's never coming out on DVD. And then finally it did what? Was it like maybe like 2013 maybe?
Yeah, about that.
It finally got a box set. Basically a third-party company just said fuck it and paid for all the songs.
It's crazy.
Except that it was really weird because
Except Joe Crocker.
Yeah.
no, they got that. When it went to Netflix, they didn't get that. They didn't get that. Is it Joe Cocker? Joe Crocker.
I think it's Crocker.
Chris Crocker. Whatever. Whoever it is.
Whatever.
Anyway, but they got on DVD. They got all the songs except The Doors.
Oh,
there were
really?
like a couple instances of The Door. It's like you got everyone else.
You know what? That really pissed me off, and I'm still mad about the theme song. You couldn't get that, and that Joe
Netflix?
Cocker.
Yeah.
That's not even your fucking song, bro.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
how I
That's
feel.
a cover, you dick.
Yeah.
I like the Wonder Years, but I feel like you guys have a closer connection with that show.
Definitely. For
For me, I had that experience with Married with Children.
Oh, yeah.
That theme song
that-
is Love and Marriage by Frank Sinatra,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get the rights to it. That is so iconic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that show, but when I put it on a streaming service and a different song comes on, I'm like, this is not the same show.
Yeah.
Hey,
Off.
I
It
have
just
a-
ruins it.
I don't have a strong connection with that show, but it's still that's a show in TV history. That's a bit,
Yeah.
whatever. That theme song, I've checked that out, and that hurts. That actually hurts.
Yeah.
That
when you
one,
turn that
like,
on.
I watched that show at such a young age. It's just like without that song, it's literally not the same show. And I don't know what it is, but it's just like it seems like the foreign bootleg version of the show.
Yes. Isn't it
It's like
funny how
Turkish Star Wars.
It kills the mood.
It really
And
does.
it's funny because it doesn't affect the show itself.
Not at all.
But it kills the mood.
And when it starts, and that's how it starts. It starts with a disappointment.
Yeah.
Starts with a
And that's
bummer.
what's kind of funny because Netflix couldn't get Fly Me to the Moon in Evangelion. That
Another
don't get me-
Sinatra.
don't get me wrong, that fucking sucks. And I think it was the same deal as Love and Marriage.
But isn't that the end?
In the same but
Well,
that's what I was going to say.
but they don't
It's-
have the Sinatra version of Fly Me to the Moon in that show. I thought-
Right, no. But it was still like a
but
songwriting
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, you still can do that thing though. Yeah.
But it not being at the end, even though that really sucked, and I think that's an iconic closing theme. At least with Evangelion, you can like watch the episode and then eject yourself.
Right.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
skip the ending.
You can go, get me out
Just
of
go
here.
right next to Cruel Angel Thesis
Yeah,
again.
exactly. But yeah, it's Married with Children, that stings right at the beginning.
And it's
That
such
hurts.
a shitty replacement. It's like a
What is it?
It's like a knockoff, like
Yeah.
YouTube audio library, like
is.
funny song, but there's no lyrics. It really feels so amateur. It feels like a pirated production.
It really
just
hurts.
It ruins it.
I think that honestly, they should have just cut the intros of
Yeah.
the Wonder Years and Married with
Sure.
Children. Like put on Netflix. Hey,
But-
we couldn't get it because you wouldn't think about it as much. And that intro for both those songs are very iconic.
Very iconic.
Very.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, whatever. I'm watching the episode now. I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah. But again, gotta say the Wonder Years DVDs got that song.
They got it.
So they're good. If you want to see it the right way, you can legally buy it right now.
Okay, Garrett.
Check that website.
Most checked out website of all
Hey,
time.
you guys left it off the board, but show me the facts, the game facts.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Got to go to gamefaqs.com
Oh,
yeah.
to find out release dates.
That might be one of mine too.
Find out how to beat any kind of old PS2, PS1 era game.
Yeah.
Like I still go back for that reason, and I did back then.
Now it's funny. Tell me what you guys think with this kind of thing. It's funny. I feel like I went through some different phases here. Now, GameFAQs, that used to be 100%. That's that's where I would go to. Like, can't quite figure this part of this game out. I'm going to go to Game Facts.
Sure.
Okay. And then YouTube became such a thing that I started to go, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Sorry, Game Facts. I think I'm just going to, now I go on YouTube and I find that section or that, a walkthrough. However, I will say, I feel like I've reversed a little bit
I'm with you.
because I feel like YouTube has become a little too overrun with, oh, this is a walkthrough. No, it's some guy talking about it. Oh, here's the. Oh, no, he doesn't show it.
It's like a whole level
No, it was a
playthrough.
fake thumbnail, and it's just some guy talking into his webcam. Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas Game Facts, it's fast. And what I'll do is I'll just search specific terms, this,
filters.
and it brings
Yeah.
me right to it, and I Control F, and there it is. Hand the guy 2 apples.
That's
okay,
smart.
great, fixed it.
That's genius.
That's how
I
I
feel
use-
like I've gone back.
That's how I use the site now instead of YouTube. Because
Isn't that
it's-
funny?
It's usually like, okay, I'm going to scrub through a half
I'm
hour.
still scrubbing through YouTube like an idiot.
But yeah, Game FAQs still has, Control F, like you just said.
Yeah.
And exactly the part of the map I'm at or the puzzle I'm at. I can narrow it down to a sentence and figure out what to do.
Yeah. Somebody brought up in the chat just now, and that's another good one too. Apple movie trailers
All the time.
Remember we
All
used
of
to
the
do that
time.
all the time.
Now, you know what? You know what though? I still do that. Me and Emma have been doing this thing lately, where
Really?
like we will, but on Apple TV, we'll go to the movies there and all the trailers.
Yeah.
and we just like any movie she's never seen. Like, hey, check this out. I don't know why we.
it is kind of on.
Check out The Godfather
Well,
trailer.
no, it really. But like
What do
we're
you
just
think?
talking. And she's like, because we're trying to figure out. The kids are off school. They said from at least 3 weeks. They're thinking now it could be up to 8 weeks. They're
Oh
not
my
going to be in
God.
school.
6
No, that's
months.
not that big of a difference.
Could be 6 months.
3 weeks, 8 weeks.
Homeschool.
Honestly,
Just
the
homeschool.
school year legitimately could be over. That is like not bullshit. So we're just gonna be stuck inside. So it's like, well, what we're watching so many movies. Let's just get a list of things we're gonna watch. And so like we're just gonna go watching trailers right now.
You know what? I just got to say it. I don't mean to call out your parenting, whatever. But
Okay.
what happened to reading books? I just wanted to do that too.
Well, let me tell
Brought
you,
to you by
Rocco, that
Audible.com.
Jenny made a schedule already of what we're gonna do for the school day,
really?
and there is an hour of read time or color for the little girls. or
shit.
I bet that lasts 48 hours.
I guarantee you it
So
does
you-
not.
you
I
are
guarantee you.
homeschooling.
2 days.
All right,
Nope.
3 days.
I promise you that's not
I
the
think
case.
it's you could finally show them like good movies. You have so much free
Yeah,
time.
they're your
I would
captive.
start with like you could
Version
show
2.
them Boogie Nights,
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Start the little kids on Pulp Fiction.
Classic.
We watched a trailer for Pulp Fiction, me and Evidence.
Nice.
She wanted to know.
That's-
She was like,
that's
what's the
all you
trailer?
need.
What's
Who's
the trailer
Zed,
gonna show
Dad?
you?
Zed's
but-
dead, baby.
but-
Trailer's
Oh,
safe.
Saving Private
Zed's
Ryan.
dead.
Learn about World War II. Good to go. Educational
Antichrist.
film. Educational
Fucking
film.
crazy.
Yeah.
Antichrist
No.
learned both sides of the Bible, you know?
Hard candy.
Yeah.
You know, do
Well,
comedy night.
The
Here's what
hardest
not
thing
to
is,
do.
right now we're doing a thing where we just pick names out of a hat who gets to pick the movie. And so,
Is hard candy in the hat?
no, if whoever gets the pick gets to choose.
Could be.
I don't know why
Could
Hard
be.
Candy got me.
You forgot about that movie.
I did too,
I
honestly.
tried
ending.
to forget about
Yeah.
that movie.
But the hardest thing is like I want to show the big kids like good movies, but the little girls can't see that, so I got to put them away in a different room. Or I don't know what,
Yeah.
what do you do there? I
Sorry,
don't know.
guys. We're watching
I'm trying-
Teeth tonight.
Don't forget the.
Sorry, Beckett picked
Don't
Teeth.
forget to get it. Hey, legit, because of like, Parasite came out and all that stuff. It is important to remember how good foreign film can be. So make sure you get. I got a couple Serbian film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll add that to the list. What? Okay. All American movies then. I don't know what else to say.
I forgot.
All right, whatever.
Show 'em some
Anyway,
anime.
but going back to the trailer thing though, having the Apple, if you do have an Apple TV, the trailers thing is a convenient. It
Yeah.
is like kind of fun to.
You also can search any movie you could think of,
Yeah.
and then watch the trailer from there.
And you do forget how sometimes it is fun just kind of watching a lot of trailer. Like, I know that sounds weird. Something that San Diego Comic-Con used to do, I don't know if they still do, but they would have a panel during the show that was just called like Trailer Park, and they would play and they
trailers.
would play trailers just front to back, and it would be maybe ones you've seen, maybe ones for new movies coming out, and then every now and then they'd throw one in that's like, I mean, at that time it wasn't so easy getting them on the internet.
You couldn't watch them on YouTube.
So
yeah.
they'd throw one in that's like, hey, bet you haven't seen the new Harry Potter trailer. Boom, that's in there. You know,
And that's exciting, yeah.
And sometimes it is fun watching kind of like the art of the trailer. You know what I mean? Like trailers are their own kind of art form. And sometimes it is, now I will say sometimes they make you watch half an hour of them before you're waiting to see Star Wars or whatever, and that can be annoying. But when you know what you're getting and you're actually like seeking that out,
I
it can
still
be
love
kind of
trailers.
fun.
I love
Yeah.
going to the theater and kind of seeing a trailer for a movie coming out in a week or 2 or 3 weeks, and then going back and seeing that movie and seeing the trailer for the next thing
Yeah.
coming out a month later. Always, I'm happy when I go to the movies and then I'm seeing trailers for new movies and I think
Yeah.
like, oh, now I have something to look forward to.
Okay.
Because every once in a while you hit that moment where all the trailers look like shit.
Yeah.
You ever been to the theater and
Yeah.
you're like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
this is the last theater I'm coming to for a long
Yeah.
time because
Sure.
the horizon looks like garbage.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, I do know that. I like trailers as well, but they have gone overboard. Like we went to go
Yeah.
see Star Wars.
That was too long. That was
and
too
it
much.
was cutting it close. Like we saw it in the morning. I'm like, oh, the kids get out of school it was a half day, so it's like 12:15. We should at 9. I'll be fine. And the trailers went on for like 40 minutes. So I was like, I'm gonna be fucking late to get these fucking kids from school because it took so fucking long.
It really was I think like 30 something minutes.
I think
of
most
trailers.
movies
that was too
start
much.
30 minutes after the actual showtime because
Yeah.
of 20 to 30 minutes because of trailers.
And I really say with trailers, I will give me 4. I'll give you 4 trailers. That's enough.
4, I'm like excited through them.
they used to tell you come to the movie theater 20 minutes early to get your seat.
Yeah.
But now you pick your seat from home. Just come 20 minutes late.
That's what I do.
If you don't want to see the trailers.
Because I'm not really with you guys on trailers. I don't like seeing trailers in the theater.
That's fine.
So I do that thing where I leave my house when the movie started.
You get there 20 minutes after.
Yeah. Or like, 15.
Have you ever missed the beginning of a movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not because this has only been going on for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's one theater that I go to that is like taking a stand against that, so that it's like they show like 2.
Yeah.
And
that's
so
cool.
it kind of adds to the chaos of like I think like, oh, I got all this time, and then I'm like, wait,
Which
is
theater was that?
Is this theater gonna wait? What? And then I go and like that happened recently. I went to one. I don't remember what movie it was. I think when I first tried to see Joker or something like that, and I was like, oh shit, this is way into the movie. Like I thought I had all this time, and
Bro,
it was
you went
like
in by
not-
yourself?
Yeah. What's that?
You went by yourself to see that and you showed up late?
Yeah, and yeah, you wouldn't get it.
Oh my,
Oh fuck.
oh my God.
Oh no.
Sorry, we said no bit. Oh wait, but we are doing bits.
We're doing business.
So
Yeah.
bits are
Bits
back
are back on.
We're back in the bit business.
You know, I was thinking, so like movie theaters right now, I don't know who would possibly be going.
Not closed, but low attendance or what?
You got
No
the whole
attendance.
place to yourself.
You're good. You're good if you don't. I mean, don't sit by anybody.
But-
Oh,
Nothing
and then
to
if
see
somebody's
much
in there, leave. First
Honest-
come, first serve.
Everyone's stuck at home. Like if they were smart, Disney would be like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Onwards out. It's not, you can buy it. It's whatever. I don't know. Cause it's like no one else is going to go see these
Scrap
movies.
it.
All these other movies are being postponed and canceled.
Yeah.
Like you just release it on digital and just be like, sorry.
Well, they
it's-
did it with Frozen. They did it with Frozen 2.
and Star Wars came out early.
Yeah, Star Wars did digitally, but did that go to Disney Plus?
No.
Hell
Because
no.
I thought I read a thing a minute ago that like they did, but I think people were misled.
No, I think that
Wait,
you can
That's-
buy it.
Yeah.
Why'd Frozen?
Yeah, you can buy it.
Frozen,
Which
okay.
Oh, why did Frozen come out early?
Frozen 2. Frozen 2 wasn't set to be on Disney Plus until like June.
But now it's
and
out.
they went fuck it and they put it up.
Because people are
'Cause kids are home,
self-quarantining?
yeah.
Okay.
Nice of them.
Wow.
But
Thank you, Disney.
Star Wars came out earlier on digital. Like the physical disc is not out, but it came out early digitally. I was gonna do that. I was home last night and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll get it and I'll watch because I want to. It has all the extra stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So I was like,
Where is it available?
just on all the digital stores,
like
you know,
Amazon?
Yeah,
iTunes, Amazon,
iTunes, yeah.
Google, you know, anything. And I thought, I'll put that on, but it was like $5 more than anything else that was on there. And,
Oh,
and
gouging.
it was $5 more than anything else and wasn't in 4K.
Hey, come
And-
on, the parks are closed.
That's
and-
illegal.
Yeah.
Wait, Star Wars? I think it's 20, right?
It was 20.
Price gouging's illegal, dog.
You know, and
Hey, come on,
maybe
the parks are closed. You got to make that up.
maybe that's standard.
I think it is-
thing,
it's standard,
but
yeah.
Everything else I was looking at that was new was 15, and the Star Wars wasn't in 4K on like Apple TV or something. I was like, eh.
You know, yeah.
Trying
But
times.
I'm just thinking now, like all these other fucking movies in theaters right now, they should just put them on.
Yeah.
I agree.
If they've already if they haven't come out yet,
push
you know,
on in charge. That's a good idea.
Fast,
yes.
Fast and Furious like hasn't come out yet. So if you want to hold on to that, I understand that. But like Onward, that's dead. That's over.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
over.
just put that on
Put a
digital.
fork in it.
Outward.
And it's unfortunate. It sucks. but you fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Who knew?
Okay.
Who knew?
Am I
the
in
world fucked up.
Am I in the wrong if I were to just go out to the theater and sit in the empty theater and see
Nope.
these films?
I don't think so.
I think so.
I mean, just don't come back here.
That's okay.
that is
to
true.
do?
Don't come back here.
What do you mean?
I don't want you back here.
Oh, okay. So it is
I was
wrong.
actually okay. I was seeing this debate on the internet earlier today. It was two people who were going back and forth. Should I go out and just avoid crowds, or should I just lock myself in the house completely? And they were going toe to toe back
fighting
at it.
back tooth and nail.
One person was on the side of you should lock yourself in your house completely. It's irresponsible not to. This is for your public safety. And then the other person was like, well, no, I'm avoiding crowds. I mean, if the government shuts down theaters and restaurants, I won't go. But if they're open, that means it's safe to go to, right?
And they're uncrowded.
I was just kind of like reading both sides, not, trying not to form an opinion one way or the other.
Yeah.
But
It's a debate, I guess.
yeah, what
I
do
am
you
on the
solve?
side of like, I'm going to be at work and I'm going to be at home. And that is it. I'm not going, I'll also walk. I walked the dog today. You can leave your house. You just don't like.
Yeah. When
go-
someone else came to the park, though, it's time to leave
Well,
the park.
my kids want to play at the park when we were walking the dog. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play in the park today, guys. Sorry. Just being extra cautious. Like I'm not. Like I went to the store today because I had to get things, but everyone was like keeping your fucking distance from each other. No one was
Yeah.
by each other.
I think that's
I washed my hands when I got home. But it's
Social
like,
distance,
But
dude.
but I will say like I'm not going anywhere but here in my house
Okay.
if I don't have to.
well, you know who's not even coming here?
What's that?
Johnny.
oh,
But
yeah.
but I'm also I get it. Like I also am like should I be here? I don't even know. I guess.
Johnny is protesting travel. He's not here tonight. Johnny, I'm sure you're watching right now. You're weak and you're scared.
no,
And you should be here, Johnny.
Oh,
You fucked up. And I'm holding you accountable.
Hey,
I-
Johnny. Can I just say a word to Johnny real quick?
Okay.
I had a sneeze ready.
Oh, thank God. You fucking, I was so mad
Sorry,
at you.
I didn't mean to.
I wouldn't trust it.
I'm just giving him a hard time.
We got to get mad at Doc Ryan, who said this is going to be fine. He
Let's
came on
never
this
forget-
podcast.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
said
It
that.
will not be fine.
Doc Ryan sat on this podcast
no
and
end.
said
It will never be fine.
NBD.
He said NBD, but now my kids are not in school for 3 to 8 weeks, and I can't go to a movie
but
theater.
that's-
That's
D.
worse. That's the
But
worst.
that's preventative
That
measure.
is,
That's
and
not,
I appreciate that.
But that's so typical
That's-
Doc Ryan.
But
Is he
was
doubling
Ryan
down?
wrong? Like,
I don't know.
That's all preventative.
Time will tell, Ryan.
That's
No,
all
here,
preventative.
let's-
That's not your kids are like.
let me
hurt.
break this
It's
down.
preventative.
True.
Let me break this
That's
down. Doc Ryan says bad teacher is good. It is in fact bad.
Hey.
Okay. Doc Ryan says Corona is no big deal. It is in fact a big deal. This fits the Doc Ryan brand perfectly.
See, I have an even more relevant example for
line.
that.
Okay.
We talked about what a legendary series The Wonder Years was.
Yeah.
And who was the only one in the chat ragging on how it was unwatchable?
Doc Ryan.
Just want to point that out.
Now, again, this is all preventative. That's true. But we don't know. We just don't know anything. And the scariest thing is like, it works if we all quarantine ourselves. Like, then it will be dead. That's it. But that's not going to happen because everyone's a fucking
guys,
asshole.
so I am an asshole for going to the movie theater?
Next door neighbor
I don't think
yesterday
you are.
had a Corona party where they all drank Coronas and there was like 75 people
Yeah.
in a tiny ass house.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Fuck all of those people. You're ruining it. Everyone is sacrificing right now and closing buildings and not doing things so this can go away. And these fuckers are the reason why we're all gonna fucking
Well,
die.
you know what? Those
all gonna
people having that party are more likely to get infected and spread the infection.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
what
And
sucks
that's-
about them.
That is what sucks about them, but
Drinking
they'll get
alcohol,
theirs. They'll get theirs.
compromising
You're
your
gonna be
immune
safe,
system.
and they're gonna be sick. It'll all work out in the end. But you reminded me, a friend of mine, a loose acquaintance of mine, a person I know, actually has Corona, and I wanted to share
wow.
their story with everybody on the internet.
This is the first
who's
firsthand person you know that has contracted the virus?
Yeah, so let's break down the significance of this. In San Diego, there's only a handful of confirmed cases.
Okay.
Right. But also, it was only a handful of tests, so people who think they have it can't get tested.
Last I checked, there were like 11 cases in San Diego.
Okay.
This-
San Diego's pretty spread out.
This person that I know is not being reported in the news, so this is potentially a 12th case. That is, the news isn't even reporting. We're pre-TMZ here.
Oh, shit. This is
what I'm
another
telling
breaking.
you right now. And this is, I said this would be no bits tonight. This is not a bit.
Did you come in contact with this person? The chat is
No, I didn't. So
thinking you could infect us.
I'll tell you how I know this person very briefly, and then they wrote about their experience on Facebook. It's like 3 paragraphs. I'll just read it to everybody because I think it's interesting. But I do Mega64 here. Obviously, I do some outside film gigs in San Diego every once in a while, music videos, stuff like that. Like 2 years ago, our friend Dallas was trying to get a pilot TV show made for KPBS, and he asked me to be the editor on this show. It was like Mike Rowe's Dirty Jobs. Dallas went to a bar and learned how to be a bartender. The show got canceled. It was garbage. I can say that because I was the editor on that show.
So you didn't do a good job.
It was all on me. It sucked because of my efforts.
Okay.
It was Dallas was the host, and the producer was my friend Mike, who apparently now has coronavirus.
oh no.
So what Mike said was, oh shoot, dang it, it's not loading.
He deleted it.
No, it's still
Oh.
here. It's just the internet's really bad.
The deep state took it down.
Come on, man.
What's the gist of it?
Oh, here, I got it.
Come on, Mike.
Okay. This is what Mike said. God, our health system sucks in the U.S. Not sure if I have the coronavirus or just the flu, but hospitals are not testing for the virus unless you check every box, including traveling outside the United States.
That's crazy.
There is supposedly a shortage of tests. Even though I travel all around the U.S. for work and I've been in countless airports, meeting people from different countries, went to Disney World, they still wouldn't test me. This is some of the worst pain I have ever been in, and I do not get sick, man. It started on Thursday as a cough, woke up Friday with a horrible cough and the worst pain in my chest ever. Yesterday, I jumped to 104 fever, body aches, stuffy nose. Please, really, stay isolated. Do not go to concerts or conferences. I'm watching my friends make stupid choices. It sucks. I get it. I don't have work for 2 months, and my big concerts all got moved. I feel like I have the flu. If you feel like you have the flu, just stay home, take Tylenol, keep hydrated. I just wasted $400 on my copay for them to tell me I am sick. No shit. That's awful. No wonder our numbers are so off in this country. They wouldn't even do a test because of the statistics.
Everyone I've seen online is they are asking like, can you test me? And they will not test them because the government does not want the numbers to spike up because they
It's
know
bad press.
it's so much higher than what they're saying it is. But like everyone knows someone who's going through this story. So I don't think like there's only 2,000 cases in the US. It's like, no, that's not true. You're just not testing people. There's probably like 1 million and you're not fucking saying it. God damn it.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting because he fits all the criteria symptoms-wise, but I guess you don't fit all the criteria what patient-wise. So they didn't
you're
test
not
him.
worth a test unless you traveled internationally as
Yeah,
well.
so I guess the takeaway is more people out there have it than
And
than
everyone-
is being reported.
Because everyone said like it's the flu. It's just the flu. It's the flu. But like this sounds so much worse than the flu. This sounds terrible. And everything I've read too is like it sounds like a misery. Ugh.
Well, the flu kind of sucks too.
Yeah, have you had the flu?
I've
It's
had
so
body
long
ache
in the park.
after fucking RTX. I got one of the worst flus of my life, and
It's pretty
fucking
bad.
sucked. It sucked. I hate all of this.
I turn into a total pussy
I
when I get
hate
sick,
this.
man. I love being pampered and taken care of. I whine.
I hate this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, give me a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, and your mom goes, okay.
Ryan says it's just a flu. More people have died from the influenza B this year than.
Well, he knows.
But Ryan, how do you know it's
My
not
friend, the doctor
COVID-19?
knows.
How do you know? Because they're
Can
not
we-
testing them, Ryan.
Can we
Nah,
can we
Ryan
silence
knows,
Ryan?
guys.
No, I don't want to silence him because maybe he has information I want to know.
He
but-
doesn't know anything.
He's a doctor, guys.
Ryan's know nothing, Ryan. I'm trying to be a more positive person in my in my
No,
life.
nothing wrong. Probably more positive.
Yeah.
It just reminded me all the negativity about Ryan. I should be more positive.
Yeah.
That fucking idiot. Listen, I love my friends.
I love
love
Ryan.
my friends.
If we're gonna be
No.
negative about
And
someone,
Ryan, I'm
it should be
joking. I
Johnny.
like to hear all the perspectives.
And he's saying he
I like
doesn't
to
want
hear all those
everyone to freak out,
perspectives.
which is he's right because like people are panicking.
Yeah.
I need paper towels in my house. I do not have any, and I cannot get
we
them.
got some
anywhere.
here.
I don't think we
I
do.
think here's the
Do we?
problem.
In the shop.
Some people are freaking out too much.
Yes.
They're on this side.
Yeah.
And then other people are having corona parties, not freaking out enough.
This is where I'm at.
We need to bring them together and have a good amount of freaking out and without too much or too little.
This is where I'm at with it because I feel like there's people taking the panic to an unhelpful level.
Sure.
But I saw a lot of people doing that, like, I'm going to a bar tonight. And that's so fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
it's so, this whole situation's just not, it's really not asking that much of us. Just stay the fuck home and chill and watch movies. It's like really easy.
I've been beating
and
games.
so to hear that and go, you won't tell me what to do. Okay, cool. Well, you'll die, and then no. I was really noticing because at first I was kind of like that. At first I was kind of like, oh, I'll go to whatever, and then the more I looked at Facebook, it was everyone on Facebook on my Facebook feed that was being like that. Like, oh, I went to a Renaissance fair today because I don't care. It was all, and I mean 100%. Dumb fucks I used to go to school with.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, that they're all dumb fucks. That's, you know what I mean? It's like, so, okay, I can't be that. I do not want to be in that group.
No.
Yeah, but I don't think like being so like, I mean, whatever. There's a level of panic that doesn't help either.
You
just
meet
stay
it-
the fuck home and wash your hands. That's it. You know,
can
like
meet
do
it
your
in
best.
the middle. If you need to go out for food and stuff, like I'm still going out for
Yeah, you
Chinese
gotta-
food,
yeah,
but
yeah, you
I
gotta-
call ahead, pick up,
Yeah.
take it home. No need to eat there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
bring it
I
home.
got
I mean-
I got food yesterday. I sat away from everyone and
Yeah, you know,
moved
like
on.
I washed my hands. I have more than ever before.
yeah.
You got dry hands like Johnny?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
That's too much.
I know, but I am worried. Like you know, like I
lot of
think that like
people are.
if I get this, the odds are definitely in my favor that I will survive. That is not what I'm worried about. Like I'm worried about like just like people that I know and care about, like my parents, or there's a guy around our studio who we see all the time who's a fucking really nice older guy. And it's like if anything happened to that guy, I would be bummed out. Like, you know, like it's just like there's so many people
Can I flip side of the coin? And again, no bits tonight.
Devil's
Garrett,
advocate.
I know you feel me with this one. I'm the only one who's kind of excited.
Yeah. But that's just it. I do know.
Life is
I will
interesting.
say,
I kind of like am like getting a little giddy when the shit's starting to hit the fan because it's exciting.
It makes life a little
bit.
more
well, that's
interesting.
what I was gonna say though. Is I know, and this is it. I can sniff certain things out, and I can sense when there's certain people that fucking get off on doom, and that's where I'm going. Like, oh my god, shut up. Not saying necessarily that's you, Derek.
Hijacked my point.
That's not
to
us.
say that.
No. But there, you know what I'm saying. There's some people that are like really get off on the doom factor.
I was talking to my girlfriend about this, and I was like, you know, there's a part of me that this virus ticks all the boxes in the fuck yeah section. the sport hating, anti-establishment.
That aspect, yeah. Cancel all sports.
There's a
I'm
person
down with
inside
that.
of me that thinks sports is dumb and like, oh, you fucking,
Yes.
you rely on the government. You're such a fucking sheep plugged into the grid. You know, that part of me is like a little giddy because it's like, yeah, let's see how you fare now when all that shit's taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to go too crazy because viral epidemics and pandemics and people dying is where it stops being fun.
Sure.
But there is kind of this almost like a zombie apocalypse feeling in the air of like, we don't know what's going to happen and we should prepare for the long haul. And I'm prepared. I'm all stocked up and I'm a little like, all right, let's let the games begin.
Well,
the adventure starts now.
It's to me, I hate this. I hate it, and I'm not excited at all. And I think, you know, I was in the house all day yesterday with the kids, and it was already like, oh, this is gonna be a long one.
They're all wound up.
Yeah, they're like fucking amped up, and they can sense our energy, and they're not just us, but like
They hear
their
us talking
teachers,
about it.
everyone's like stressed, and so they get stressed, and it's like, it's like. My house is gonna be fucking gnarly for the next 3 weeks at least, and it's just the impact economically is gonna be so fucking crazy. this world is not going to be the same on the other end of this. Like, it's not going to be the same. And I just am not looking forward to that. Like, I just don't know what it's going to be. People are going to be fucking desperate and hungry.
Kind of a
and
dark view.
broke.
Yeah, bro.
But that's what's
what I'm
going to
saying.
happen.
Dark view of the
dark,
world,
yeah.
y'all.
But you guys,
see-
there are so many things that are shutting down for 3 weeks, and people cannot sustain themselves for that long.
Yeah, but I can.
You can, but there's so many people that can't. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to get desperate, and when people get desperate, people get dangerous. And that is just what's going to happen.
For sure, people in the chat are saying they're going to lose their jobs. you
Yes.
know, like,
People thought when I was saying my piece there, they thought I was talking about Derek, and they're learning who I was really talking about.
I could tell. Yeah,
I'm giving you a hard time. I'm giving you a hard time.
you've been worried. You've got a
playing with
family
these
to like
fears.
look
Hey,
after during
these
all
things.
this.
I make cracks, whatever. These things are 10 times more heightened when you have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I have the reverse situation, so I make jokes, but I'm
Yeah.
not even going to pretend
Yeah.
to know what's going on.
Well,
with
Like,
you.
I'll joke
But-
about not having to have healthcare, but you have to have healthcare for 4 individuals during this
No,
time
I got
and
you. But
everything.
it's that.
So, like,
But it's also like, like we own a small business. We do.
Yeah.
And like, I am responsible. We are responsible for other people.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's
are
stressful.
people going to want to buy fucking t-shirts right now or support us on Twitch? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so. You know,
Sure.
but like, I don't know because people are losing their jobs. And
Yeah.
when they lose their jobs, then it's going to affect us too. And anyways.
Yeah.
I have a lot of feelings. I'm a little stressed. I
Well,
am.
yeah. And when I was saying what I was saying too, Derek, I totally know what you mean because I've had those thoughts too, where I'm like, maybe we're okay without sports for a while, like kind of like see where the chips fall without
Maybe
those
not bring
kinds
them
of
back.
things.
Let's test it out.
What's that?
They don't have to bring it. Maybe this is a testing ground. No, bring them back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Keep it
saying. Maybe
Keep
we're
it
okay
off
without
the
this.
air.
Fine without 'em.
Maybe we're good without the NFL, but. So I totally identify with what you're saying, Derek. And what I'm more referring to are the people that like love to tweet the like can't wait to tweet the like really horrific thing that might not even be true. You know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about. There's people who do that. Like, well, if you're not scared now, you will be da 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 da. And it's like, is that even true? Like, you know what I mean? There's people who do get off on that, and that's where I'm kind of like, you're not helping.
yeah.
You are not helping. Get out of the way and let the people who know about this talk about it. That's all I'm talking about.
I think that there's worst case scenario, there's best case scenario, and then what's actually going to happen will probably fall somewhere in the middle.
That's how. I
Maybe
feel.
it'll be closer to worst case scenario. Maybe it'll be closer to best case scenario, and that's what our actions now will
Yeah.
determine.
Right. And that's another thing that really bothers me is let's say it's best case scenario. And let's
Yeah.
say like as of 2 weeks from now, over, you know what? Not that many people died. The hospitals weren't overrun. Great news. Those motherfuckers who had the Corona party, like, see, I
Yeah.
fucking told you.
Yeah.
But it's like that happened because we closed everything.
That's
you
what
idiots.
That's what I was going to say, Sean. That was literally the next thing I was going to say. Is it's a no-win situation because if all of this goes well, it will go down as we overreacted. We overreact. Oh, see, they all overreact. You know what I mean? That's the only way. It will not come out of this as like, yeah, we did it, victory. It will
Yeah.
be, oh, look, you
Yeah.
all
Oh,
overreacted.
okay, sheep.
Yeah, because everything
Those
was done the
people
right way.
will get taken out one way or the other because that's the type of person that doesn't wear a seatbelt or drinks a little bit. And they're like, I'm still
Smokes
good to drive.
unfiltered.
Don't overreact.
Yeah.
Those, karma will get those people in the end. You know what I was thinking though, on a personal level, this is my approach to everything. I'm not looking at the entire United States as my problem.
Right.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people are looking at this as like a United States problem. What are we going to do as a country? And I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I really don't care what they do about this in Texas or New York. I don't think that there's going to be a solution that fixes the entire country's COVID problem. I'm more concerned on a local level. What's going on in San Diego, the city that I live in?
Sure.
And California, the state that I live in. And I'm looking more towards, because I know a lot of people are complaining about the president. Oh, he fucked up. He made the situation so worse because he's fucking handling this wrong. And I'm thinking like, this guy ain't going to solve the San Diego outbreak. I'm looking to the mayor of San Diego,
Yeah.
Kevin Faulconer. I'm looking to Gavin Newsom, our governor here in California.
Yeah.
Those are the guys who are handling my personal situation.
Yeah.
So I'm not so concerned
That's what
about
I'm
like
looking to.
what's happening in Virginia, what's happening in New York. I could really care less. I'm trying to just focus
Sure.
more on like my immediate, like, is San Diego safe?
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe if more people looked at that, it would Because when you think about like the whole country, it becomes overbearing. Like, well, there's no way you could close down the highways and airports and solve this problem for the whole country.
Yeah.
As long as San Diego gets cleaned
But
up,
I mean,
I'll be okay.
yeah, it is something that we've never experienced. Like no one has. And so it is like we're all going through this together and we're trying to figure it out together. And I think it kind of shows you like you handle it the way you handle it. Like that's like, we're all doing our fucking best and no one knows what's going to happen, which is scary. Like, the unknown is scary. So I am scared.
I think it builds bonds.
And yeah, it does.
Like your kids are gonna remember this, and like
they for sure. And
how the whole thing was handled.
Yeah, and thank God it doesn't like really affect kids so much. Like my stress level would be like I wouldn't be here if that was the case.
Good.
I'd be through the roof, like
Put
so
all of them in
stressed and
bubbles?
scared. Yeah, really. So like, I mean, it just I don't know. It is scary. I am scared, but I'm doing my best. I'm washing my hands, and I'm not going anywhere but here and my house. So
Let me put the silver lining on this, and this is actually gonna make Sean feel better.
okay.
Ease him.
The people who are most at risk are old people and homeless people, and we got too many of them to begin with.
Yeah.
So,
I'm on that
worst
page.
case scenario, things get a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here in America,
Aren't we facing a 6th extinction event on this planet? Could this be the aforementioned
Dude.
Did you
prophesized
beat Death
extinction
Stranding yet?
level event?
No.
Okay. 'cause,
Am I
man,
getting into plot?
There's
Wow.
a lot I could go into.
People out there
I'm
are
looking
thinking
to-
I'm being a dick by saying that, but we all know all these old people voting, fucking everything up for we've said for too long, you're old, give us control. And they're like, no, you don't know, because in my day we did things differently. And you know what? Get out of here.
But dude.
and all these fucking old homeless people everywhere.
Sean is going to sit there
Get outta here.
and act like he's never thought that. Wow.
Be honest.
Wow.
That one thing though.
All I'm saying is it's the most problematic people that are at highest risk. So we're going out of our way to protect the people who maybe don't need it. That's all I'm going to say.
You got a conundrum though. Bernie's an old
Dude,
person.
I think that bat who started this is like the hero of all animals. Like, yeah, you fucking got him back for all the shit they've been
All
doing.
the nature hating.
Yeah, they're like,
nature killers.
hey, bro.
Yeah. Some Fern Gully shit,
Damn,
definitely.
dude.
Yeah.
Actually,
the bat activist.
now that I think about it,
Yeah.
my parents are pretty old,
Mine too.
and they
me.
would,
Thanks,
if
Eric.
they got corona, there's a good chance that they would die. And I don't want my parents to die. I would hate that. I want my parents to realize how they've been treating me my whole life and apologize to me. And say they're sorry for the way they've been treating me this whole time and say they're never going to do it again. And if they die before they're able to do that, then I'm going to be fucking pissed off.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think Corona's a bad thing.
So China's done with this, though, right? I mean, they're not done, but like it's better, right? They're on
on
the
the way
mend.
down.
They're on the mend.
Well, yeah. I
Okay.
guess.
So like, but I mean.
So how
we
long
first
did it
heard about,
last there?
Months, right? Like, when did it start? Was it November?
January.
It was January.
You believe the media though? I don't know.
It started in January.
They're saying January.
Okay. I just wonder, like,
What's up?
is Comic-Con canceled? Is
China's
Anime
Comic-Con?
Expo over?
Well,
Like,
look at it, from that couple months out. So we should be good, right as rain by April.
I heard China had this in November.
That's what I
See,
thought. You
that's what I'm
November.
saying,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So
I believe it.
3-4 months.
Who's feeding you
The
this
Olympics.
info?
Oh, that's Dunzo. I know
It's
it.
not. It can't be.
Yeah. See,
Hey,
here's
that's the whole world.
When is
the
when is
thing.
the Olympics supposed to
I
happen?
gotta stay optimistic, guys.
August.
You don't know what I did.
Late July, August.
I think that's done.
No.
I don't think that's happening.
I think so too.
Because the things that are connected are on an international scale. Here's the thing: like local things might be okay. Like maybe Comic-Con will be fine. Maybe whatever. But I think things on a global scale, like Olympics, have to be planned so far in advance. No one right now can feel good signing off on like, oh yeah, fly them all in at this point. You know what I mean? It's like
I think that was done a year ago.
Now, I don't know anime very well, but I thought the show Akira this lines up perfectly with that. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't Wasn't it signed for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a disaster.
And there's a disaster, and then it doesn't happen, or it's all fucked up and like empty.
Yeah.
So we are there. We have done that.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
How in the world did that become so right? Wow.
Well, okay. How do you feel about my proposed trip? Because I have bought
shouldn't
flights. What do you mean?
I mean, you might be okay by that point.
If the Olympics are closed,
Yeah.
it doesn't affect me.
I think you should go
Well, I'm going.
because you're not
we'll see.
high risk.
No,
As of right now, you're not going.
Well,
that is such bullshit. They haven't closed travel to Japan yet. And the film comes out. I've for the viewers at home that don't know what I'm referencing, I bought tickets to fly to Japan to go on a little vacation in June, at the end of June, but also to go see the new Ava 4.0 movie, which hasn't been announced that there's a delay or anything. That's still, as far as I know, on schedule to be released on the 27th of June.
You know what, dude? I really think that countries are going to ban us, and we are not going to be able to go anywhere.
Do you think I'll be able to get a full refund on non-refundable tickets?
Nope.
That's the big question.
Well,
I think
do you
you
think the
asked and
airlines who
answered.
are losing money like crazy, they're
are
bleeding
these
money, are they going to give some back to you?
tickets
No.
refundable?
Oh my God. But I want to go. I don't want to not go, so it's out of my control.
Japan's going to be like, you're not coming.
Here's
Fuck.
my feeling on it. I think you'll probably be able to go. I think you'll be fine.
Okay, so
But
duality
I
here.
think shit will be canceled because again, things with a lot of planning have to be planned right now. And right now, no one's signing off on shit.
Hey.
So I think the Olympics are donezo for the time at that time.
I was
but
gonna
I think
get-
I think by that point you'll be able to fly over.
I think
was
people
gonna
are still
get-
planning stuff.
Yeah.
They're just planning stuff with the contingency that there might be a pandemic still happening.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to happen, but I think
All
they're
right.
going to be pushed.
Ryan's saying that Delta is letting him delay his tickets till April for free. There's
Well,
a
there you go.
delayed ticket.
Yeah.
So you can
Okay,
go
well,
later.
you probably have to pay fucking twice as much then if it's Ryan saying that.
You put a spin on it.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting credit
But
for canceled.
I was telling this to Rocco. Like, we are very fortunate to have the platform and like the fan base that we have, who is very loyal to us. And so,
Yeah.
like, let's say Comic-Con is canceled. That sucks. But we have a Comic-Con day stream, and we have like, we do it here. Put the things we're gonna put on sale at Comic-Con here, and I have a whole thing of it.
Yeah, then just invite people here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But like, I think that would work. I think people would be into that and watch it and have fun with us.
Yeah.
But like the mom and pop booth who is just there, like they
Yeah.
can't do that. Like they're fucked.
The angry
Yeah.
flower.
We are just
What's he gonna do?
we're
Angry flower.
Yeah, no, really. What's
Too
that
much
guy gonna
coffee-
do?
What is too much
What is
coffee
that
man
guy gonna do?
There's a booth by us. I think every year.
coffee, man.
What is Bob the Angry Flower and Too Much Coffee Man are fucked.
Guys,
fuck those guys.
Every year at San Diego Comic-Con, there are booths that have been by us every year for like over a decade. And it is seriously Too Much Coffee Man, Bob the Angry Flower,
Yeah.
Killer
Chupa-
Pumpkins. They're next to us
and
every
Spike and
year.
Mike.
That one
Yeah.
like blonde girl in the bikini cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
know what that
What
is.
is her?
but yeah.
Yeah,
hot chick in
hot
the bikini.
blondie.
Now that goes to show you their booth must not be that successful because we've been by them every year for like 14 years and I can't name it.
I always see the girl, but
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, something like that would be great. Yeah, luckily we have that.
We're just very. I think we are fortunate, and I am concerned for people who aren't us.
They're not digital. They're not on the digital frontier.
We could talk forever about the. I just want to say, ask
let's
ask
change it up.
one last thing.
Yeah.
Does anybody have? I feel like I know a lot of people's parents that are kind of going, "Puh," like the group that should be concerned.
My fucking grandparents, who are
Yeah.
85 years old,
Yeah.
Oh, they're
are
not
so.
worried?
This breaks my heart, and I don't know if I should even say this on the camera, but I'm going to anyways. I go there every Wednesday with my little girls, and
Yeah.
we go, and my grandma makes us BLTs and French toast, and I fucking love it. It's great. And then I call my grandma Wednesday, and I was like, "Hey, do you want us to come over?" And like, "Yeah, come on over." I'm like, "Are you sure?" What right now? Like, "Yeah, come on over." And then we get there, my grandma's like, "Rush Limbaugh said it was fine, so you guys." I'm like, my grandparents are gonna die because of Rush Limbaugh. I know it. But yeah, they're not worried at all. And it's like, you are 85 years old. You're 85.
Yeah.
Grandma, God. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for like all my friends and name them exactly, but I have a lot of friends and their parents are just like going and doing shit, and it's like, man, it's so easy to fucking stay home. Just please don't. I don't mean to throw my own parents under the bus, but like they got a trip to Vegas coming up and they're still doing it. And it's like,
They're dead.
man, you guys go like
dead.
fucking 5 times a year. Go 4 times.
I was
like, it's
actually
really
thinking-
not that hard.
I was thinking specifically about Vegas. Are the casinos closing?
They're not. Don't worry, they're not.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Some places are making it like we're closing sections so that there's more space between people.
Oh my God.
The buffets were going to close.
Oh.
Don't worry, they're not.
Oh my
thank God.
Can you imagine eating a Vegas
We
buffet
can share
right now?
plates.
Okay,
Hey, hand me that plate. Oh,
No,
are you using
wait,
that
hold
glass?
on. They are going to be open, but they're changing it to where like one person will go get the stuff for you and bring it to you.
My God.
Oh, nice. So in lieu of the pandemic, somebody else will be handling my food for me.
Yeah.
A person I can
Yep.
trust.
Yep.
The Harrah's in San Diego just closed.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a matter of time before the Vegas is closed.
They have to.
They have to.
I mean, the hotels will have to close
Yeah.
because they'll just be.
Who's
Okay.
playing slot
They'll
machines
just
right
be
now?
epidemic.
There is
You
someone
would
playing
be
fucking
surprised.
slots.
Who's fucking
Wearing a mask.
sanitizing those slot machines? There's
Poor souls.
10 million slot machines in Vegas. They don't have
I just
Lysol wipes in the world to sanitize Vegas.
did you see the story of those fuckers who bought like $75,000 worth of Lysol wipes? They went to every Costco and just took all of them, and then they're trying to sell them on Amazon, and Amazon just nixed it.
Well, they already had a policy in
up.
place about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
Amazon
did
and
eBay.
eBay. Yeah, so the guy's like, I'm stuck with all these wipes now. It's like, you fucking
Oh,
asshole.
so you didn't hear the latest on that?
No.
Oh, yeah, there's an update on that. The attorney general went to the storage unit and they opened it themselves and they're taking all this shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
It was
That's
like
awesome.
they broke so many rules in so many places that it became a legal thing.
But you know, like it
So
really.
the state attorney general got involved.
when I went to Costco today, I got eggs. And I was like, you only got one? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, you only have one. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I have one. But like, that's what they should have done with all of this shit. Like, it should have been one per person. That's fine.
Wait, you went to Costco today?
Yeah.
I think
did.
you,
You had to
need
be around
to
all those people?
rephrase that
What?
in a more positive tone.
It was empty, but yeah.
It was an empty. Oh, okay.
Be more so negative.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
well,
be positive.
It really is like, if you just,
We're gonna be okay.
I know.
I'm just ordering out, most of these nights, and then keeping the food I have.
Yeah.
In
I mean,
case I
I'm
need
just
it.
gonna again, I'm watching movies. I got I'm just gonna start posting the movies that I'm watching on my Instagram. And then someone recommended this thing, Letterboxd is a site.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this, but I just
A lot of
got
people
I
use
got an
that.
account. Someone asked if I could do that too. So I started that and I'm just gonna start. I mean, if you care all about what my family and I are watching, you can check
Take
me
your
out
mind
there.
off of it.
So are the hookers in Las Vegas being sterilized? Or
That's what I'm wondering about that industry.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about Las Vegas still.
They
What are we
always
doing about the strip
sterilized.
clubs? Are those strippers corona free or
Oh, man.
Wear a face mask.
is it okay? Do I need
taking
my
a
face
chance.
mask
The
off
only
when
thing
you're
they're-
gyrating in my face?
The only thing they're covering is their face.
I like that.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors because I can already tell you who the best sponsor is. It's viewers like you.
Yeah.
Shop.mega64.com is a great place to get stuff. We're still in operation. Kevin handles that stuff. He's clean. He's been keeping clean.
Kevin,
You
shut
just
don't-
coughed.
That's not
Kevin,
funny. That's
I'm
not
trying
funny.
to stick up for
You're
you.
a fucking asshole.
Kevin.
Don't do
God,
that.
now he looks like he's sorry, but he's not sorry enough for me.
Fucking asshole.
What a dickhead.
Sick.
Anyway,
What a
all
dick.
right, we're gonna have a new staff for shop.mega64.com, and we promise they'll be clean, and we've got great items in there. A ton of great stuff. This last Friday, and they're gonna go down pretty quick. But we had some extra stock of con exclusive posters that we did over the last couple of years. We had 2 different styles of posters that went up, and they won't be up for much longer. These are stock that were supposed to go to PAX South that didn't make it there because we had a lot of shipping drama with that, but doesn't matter. Anyway, so if you wanted that, shop.mega64.com is the place to go. And I want to bring up specifically our Patreon. Patreon.com/mega64. As Sean said, it is uncertain times. We don't know. I mean, I act, whatever. I'm never going to, if there's ever anything to worry about, I will tell you when I'm worried about something, There's very little I truly do. But I know what Sean's saying. We don't know what our future is here. We don't know if some of the events that we're doing or things we're working on are going to be hindered in any way by what's going on. So if you want to support your favorite independent artists out there, whether they be someone else or us, it's a good time to do that if you got the scratch to do it. We are going to be doing something on our Patreon. We are doubling down on our efforts on there. And I wanted to announce it here is we are going to be producing many more episodes we do this thing called Friend Dimension where we play different games, whether they're new ones or weird old games that we found. We're going to be releasing those at a much higher rate. Hopefully a couple a week of this longer format show. It used to be every 2 weeks. Now lately we've been trying to do every week. And now we're going to do it multiple times a week. So we're doubling down on that. More stuff from the vault. I'm going to hype up something coming to the vault this week.
Oh, hype it up.
Everyone's getting sick. Well, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people are.
We know
a lot of
some
people getting sick. A lot of people not well. Some people might even be puking everywhere.
Oh, no.
Whatever. So I thought no better time than to release something that's never been released from our vault. Coming to Patreon this week. Behind the scenes of Timbo.
Holy
it's never been
fuck?
sitting on that for 14
How
years.
old is that? 14-year-old.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to have more stuff from the vault like that coming to our Patreon.
Oh, wow.
Plus some other material that I don't think we're ready to talk about yet. But there's going to be a whole new tier of shit.
Yeah, we are working on
coming to our Patreon.
Let's cut to the chase.
Sure.
Go to patreon.com/Mega64 right now and pick your tier and sign up.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Good shit.
Go.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Everyone's stuck at home. We got to give you guys more shit to check out, and it's coming. So anyway, and so thank you guys very much. Disney did put Frozen 2 on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
We mentioned that, yeah.
So I did watch it.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Wow.
Now here, I don't want to. I want your review. I definitely do. But the story, whatever. The animation blew me the fuck away on that movie. So I'm curious what you have to say about this.
The movie's fine. It's fine. Animation was incredible. I think I have I have nothing to say but what Sean just said.
Okay.
It was like
pretty.
Really, truly unbelievable visually. Story was fine.
The story was fine.
It was probably a better movie overall than the first one.
But it was and the songs I think I end up liking more. And
overall probably. Yeah.
They were more emotional, like, oh wow, that's pretty fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
But holy shit. Like I multiple times thought like I wish Walt Disney could see this. Like I wish he could just look at what we can do now because it's fucking crazy what it looks like.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
probably go.
So worth checking out for the animation. Story was whatever, but yeah, it had a few like really good songs. I think overall better than the first one, but
yeah,
I mean, fine. Tangled's still better.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Wow,
but the animation
patterns.
in this is definitely better than that.
Yeah.
How was the American movie?
I just did not have time, dude.
Wow.
You're on lockdown.
With everything,
you should have a lot of time
maybe
now.
you guys are on lockdown, but man, I'm running around,
He watched Frozen 2.
Yeah.
And not American movie.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, what do you have time for? I don't know how long American movie is. Frozen 2 is a tight 90 minutes.
I don't know
I
either.
know
Listen,
that.
Sean,
Yeah.
Rocco is a busy man,
I
and he
know.
has to go with where his taste lies. American movie is about filmmaking. It's a funny movie.
Yeah.
That's not up his alley.
I just wish I could buy it on iTunes,
Thank
but
you
you
for
can't.
Yeah.
You
No.
can't buy it anywhere.
You physically need
That's
that
what I
disc
mean. It's just the
yes.
mystery. Like, what am I facing when I
which
pop
is
in that disc?
which is unfortunate because I would just at this point resign that I'm never getting that copy back. So let me just
you get it
buy.
back. You get it
I'll
back.
never get it back. I'll never get it back. But that's
No,
fine.
You keep
I just
bringing
want
it
to buy
up, you'll get it back.
No. Can I tell you my real reason why I think you won't watch it?
Why?
Because it's not in HD.
That's not true.
I think it's a
No.
DVD, and you have something in your head. Where it's like it's not the highest
Okay,
quality.
well-
I don't wanna
No.
watch it.
I
Rocco
watch
just
DVDs
said
all the time.
that's not the reason. So there's got to be a different reason. What's another reason
Sean,
he won't
does-
watch
Wait,
it?
hold on.
too long.
Can I just say real quick? I've been watching Denjin Sentai Mega Ranger.
Ugh.
I'm like 40 episodes in at this point,
How's that
and
make you
that's
feel,
like
Sean?
that's like low res 1998 DVD. So don't talk to me about resolution.
So
okay?
what
It's
is
an
it?
hour 47
What is
minutes.
it? I'm busy.
There's
It's
not
something
even
about
long.
my opinion that Rocco doesn't all the way respect.
That's what it is.
I watched Frozen 2 because you said to check out the
You would have
animation.
watched
You
that
said
with
this
or
movie's
without me.
good,
Yeah.
and he's got to think there's no way
I
Sean
mean,
knows what
but
I
at this
like.
point, I told, as I said in the last podcast,
Yeah.
it's been so long since I've seen it, it could suck, and I just don't remember
Listen,
it anymore.
Let me
That's
just
possible.
clarify. Maybe there's some truth to what Sean's saying.
Yes,
It doesn't
Sean
suck.
looked me in the eye once and said, "Look, Stranger Than Fiction might be the best movie ever made."
Did you see it?
No, I just didn't trust you, and
No,
I still
have,
don't.
I haven't seen it in so long that maybe that movie sucks. That same thing as American movie. That could
Definitely
suck now.
sucks.
I loved it then. I think it's probably good.
Okay,
I don't know.
I really, what it boils down to is, stop fucking calling this
getting a
fucking.
call.
Shut the
Can I
fuck
answer?
up.
Oh, shit.
No.
Dang.
It's something. Anyway,
US government.
but watching Mega Ranger, I've been playing Dragon Quest 11.
Ooh.
That game, people keep telling me, oh, it's probably like, you're probably looking at like 100 hours. So I just don't have time for American movie. I got to play a Japanese game.
You said you would watch Star Trek Next Generation. You did.
I definitely will, though. I definitely will.
Okay. There's so many things that I
Once
said,
Dragon
Rocco,
Quest I got a list,
you
dude.
should watch this. And I don't think you've watched any of
I've
them.
got a queue, and I'm just going in order, man. I've been trying to watch Mega Ranger. hey, hold on. I've been trying
long's
to
he
watch
had that
all of
DVD?
Mega Ranger since
15.
'98.
Oh my God.
It only just recently got an American
He's doing
release on
22
DVD.
years on this show.
Yeah, so that's higher up on the queue than your little movie.
Yeah.
Hey, if it took him
2015 's
22
only
years
5
to make
years.
it through that Power Rangers show,
Well, it's not Power Rangers
he's,
1.
He's not getting to your movie until like
I know.
2054.
It's Super Sentai, not Power Rangers 1.
Yeah, my
Well,
bad.
Yikes.
Forgive me.
Anyways,
I just got to the Mega Silver showing up.
Nice. Is that important?
Yeah.
if
It's important to him.
I want to watch a movie on a stream, but how do you do? How I want to.
It's got to be
If I
public
did it with
domain.
the Patreon, could you do that? Could I like watch a movie in the corner, the movies in the or movies on the screen?
no.
Fuck, there's got to be a way.
You
can
gonna
do
watch
anything.
American movie?
Well, people,
Yeah.
there were ways to do it. The only
anything.
good way I know of to do it is I know Twitch at one point was doing something like Twitch Prime subscribers could watch. You could watch movies that are on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Because if you have Twitch Prime and you sub to the channel, then everyone's paid for it, so you could just watch it with everyone. I know they were testing that, but I don't know if that's like
Yeah.
That's cool.
working right now. I know. I thought that was a great idea.
They're
honestly.
saying I
That's
could do
really
like I do
cool.
Sean and May and just watch it and film myself, and you
I
just
do know.
start it with
I
me.
do know people doing that right now.
Well, it seems like now is the time to do that. I really want to do that with Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers because I saw that movie and I still cannot believe that was made.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
seen
And
that.
it's so fucking insane in every way that this was approved. It's fucking bananas. So I would love
Yeah.
to watch that with people. So maybe I will do that. So people are stuck at home anyways. Maybe we'll have a movie thing that
Yeah.
we'll do.
Cool.
Watch movies with Sean. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice. I think that's a good idea.
thank you.
What would you start with?
Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers is the first
That's
one.
the
Yeah.
Because
Coming out
I think
swinging.
it could be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
really.
I think it is.
Is it
I
on
think-
Amazon Prime?
It's on Netflix.
I watched it not that long ago. It was on Netflix. I put it on while I worked and I had to turn it off. It was like,
Yikes.
this is like brain frostingly bad.
It's
But he won't put on
insulting.
American
It is
movie.
insulting.
Well, yeah, because hold on. Because I said I was working. I didn't want to pay attention.
Second
so I
screen,
put on
bro.
Cat in the Hat because fuck that.
Just second
And
screen?
I couldn't even have that on an earshot. It was bad. I want to devote my time to American movie because I've heard it's so great. I just don't have a lot of it, dude. Don't have a lot.
Doc
bro.
Ryan apparently
Holy
said
so.
Cat in the Hat's not that bad.
Shut
Oh.
up. No, he didn't say
Fuck.
that.
Oh my god.
He said he watched it with his niece and nephew. It was torture. Okay, good. Thank God.
Ooh, I
Derek, you
misread
scared
that.
me. Yeah.
That ruined like live action Dr. Seuss, didn't it? Didn't
Yeah.
didn't they not allow it
after
after
that?
that?
The Seuss estate went.
It's
that's
CG
that.
for now. Like
Yep.
that's it.
The Cat in the Hat book I read, or Sawyer now reads to me fairly often, and that book is good. I love that book. It's holds a place in my heart. I can't. How they got this movie from that book is beyond me. It is insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
So
Mike Myers
They
is a
also
furry.
don't they advertise Universal Studios like a lot in that movie?
yeah,
They name
there's
drop
so
it a
many
bunch.
sex jokes.
Yeah.
and like
Yeesh.
it's like he's making these fucking like orgasm jokes in front of these two kids. And
Yeah.
it's like
I
I
kinda wanna see this
cannot
movie.
believe
He
this
looks
is
at a
made.
picture of their mom and his hat goes brrr. It like there's
mom.
no joke. And I remember the Dr. Seuss's like widow was like mortified.
Yes.
Like she saw the movie and was like, "Oh my god, I have to stop this."
Dude, I kind of want to see this movie now.
He's
You're making it sound really good.
He steps on he steps on a hoe in the garden and it hits him in the face. Goes, "Oh, dirty hoe!" It's full
Holy
of that. It's
shit.
full of
It had
that.
it had dirt on it.
I'm telling you, we should watch
yeah,
it as
maybe
a
you're
group.
thinking- you're
Maybe
not
we should
thinking
watch
too
it as a
literal.
group.
Maybe it's like transcendent. Like you're expecting a kids movie, and so by that standard, you're like, this sucks. But maybe it's just so highbrow.
Yeah,
you
what-
change your perspective.
If
You're like,
I-
oh, this is actually an avant-garde comedy.
If I were to do that, could I put it on the archive channel? We think that'd be a good place for it, or where should my
I don't think
personal
you show
channel?
Cat in the Hat on the archive channel.
No. Like if I
Fuck it. Upload Cat in the Hat the movie to the archive
Sue
channel.
me.
Cat in the Hat,
No.
2009, great film.
We'll remake it.
It can't, wait, I really want to. Some people might not have been watching the podcast that long, so I do want to contextualize Derek's comment. At one point on YouTube, there was an upload for a long time. It was
A
didn't get
long
taken
time.
down.
It was been up-
That
it was up for a while.
It was just the whole movie Jurassic Park uploaded to some random dude's account, and it was titled Jurassic Park 1993. This movie's awesome, and we favorited that. Like our YouTube favorites list was like, kid falls off scooter, guy parkour accident, Jurassic Park 1993. Now,
This movie's awesome.
Now,
movie's
in my
awesome.
favorites on my, I do want to say maybe it's gone, so you guys at home tell me. I will say that on my personal YouTube account, in my favorites, I didn't have that, but someone did the same thing with Passion of the Christ.
Oh my
and
God.
that was still up recently. I don't know if it's down now, but it was like Passion of the Christ. This movie's fucking nuts or something, and it was the whole movie. But anyway, but if it's just a video of like the commentary to it,
Yeah, I could do
that
that.
might be good. If you end up doing that, I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't really have time for American
Oh,
movie,
make sure
but I'm
I'm
down
there
for
too,
that.
because I have to see this film.
I'm telling
I
you,
kinda wanna see it now,
think-
too.
I think everyone. This is my real thought.
do it
Everyone
Tuesday.
right now is they're stuck at home.
Yeah.
If we just can do we'll just. I should probably have this conversation not
POS
on camera, but maybe that'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'll figure it out.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
Is that weird?
No.
No.
Sorry, just
No.
got awkward in here.
No, it's
Shit,
just-
I made
no.
it
It's
awkward.
good.
I should have
happy
said
to-
that.
Well,
When
you
you
feel
see
like
you guys,
I
I
feel like I'm
said
being
that.
set
I
up. for
wasn't sure.
something.
Like, is he talking about the chat or us? Because I do love you.
If we have to be
Just
quarantined
overcome,
together,
this pandemic-stricken world, I'm glad I have you guys.
that's what I'm saying. It's creating bonds.
Yeah.
We're growing closer
We
together.
are going through something together, and we all
And you
are,
know-
including you guys.
you
Like,
know
we're
who's
going through this.
You know who's not personally growing and forming a better friendship amongst this group?
Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Johnny.
not here.
Listen,
Johnny
there's
bit
something
the
to be
fucking
said. There's
bullet.
something to be said about caution and being like nervous about what's to come. But then there's another. What? There were two wolves. One was hope, and the other was despair. And which wolf was the bigger one? Whichever one you feed.
Exactly.
That's right.
And
That's
Johnny,
right.
he is
Johnny is giving in to fear and despair,
The Sith
and
way.
thus lives in a world of
You know,
wolves.
this is what I want to say. Corona's here. The only way for this to be over is just to see it through to the end. There's no other option. We're
There's
just
not.
gonna get
No,
through it.
You're right. You're right.
And we're not getting through it, so we're just getting through it, and we're gonna get through it.
We're gonna get
and
through
that,
it.
and so you can worry about it, and we'll still get through it, or you can chill out, and we'll still get through it because we're
right.
gonna get through it no matter what.
But we'll look
And we
back.
got each other, and you guys at home, you have us.
We'll look back on who was in attendance and who
Yeah.
was not.
So I guess I love the people at home watching us right now
I do
too,
too.
but I love these guys more than you guys, but only by a little bit.
That seems fair. That seems fair.
You know, the last time I heard Derek talk about like feeling a connection with all of us, it was when we did our tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really have thought a lot this past week, man, Thank God we did that tour when we did.
God.
Thank
we did.
God.
And not only that,
And people thought it was weird we did it so
we
early.
honestly, guys, we tried to move it to right now.
Yeah,
we talked to
kept-
the people
yeah,
doing
we
like
did.
We kept
we
having,
don't want it. In
we kept
January.
having conversations about we are touring really early. And I was like, shit, I don't have my shit together because we just had like holiday break and we had all this other stuff. And at that time, I really did think like, fuck, this is too early to do this
Yeah,
shit. Like,
let's
what
do
are
it
we
after
doing?
PAX East.
Yeah, let's do it then. That really almost happened.
You know what's funny? I was thinking the other day, like Corona was around back then.
Yeah.
It was in China. It was on the
Yeah.
news, but we were so not
was?
affected
Yes.
by it. And it was going on when we were, and it was just so strange to think about like, that was happening in the world when we were doing our tour, and we would not be able to do our tour right
And
now.
you-
The world is so different right now.
The world is so different from when it was last week when we did the podcast. Like it has changed drastically, and
Even
that's
in
what
that,
does scare me. It's like next week, what will it be?
But it also can improve just
it
as
could
fast.
it could improve
Just as fast.
I don't think it will all the way.
Yeah.
But like, will we be able to do this podcast next week? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, we'll be here.
We'll be here.
I'll be here.
Rocco will
Figure
be
it out
here
right now.
I hope I'll be here too.
We'll all do it remotely.
You know,
We'll figure
hey,
something
We
out.
can do it remotely.
Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, but then we're gonna get past it. So
Yeah.
just
Yep.
stick with us, and we'll stick with you.
We'll stick with you.
No man left behind.
Oh, I like
No
that.
person left behind. Fuck it.
I like
It's
that even better.
2020.
That's right.
Fuck it.
You got your fucking little baby kid there. We're not leaving them behind either. Taking them.
That reminds me again,
And
Sean, I
pets.
can't recommend if your family's stuck at home a Serbian film. They are really going to
I
like it.
know what happens.
They're just
in that.
reminding me for some reason.
I know what
don't
happens. Hey, can we? Go ahead, Rocco.
I totally forgot that.
Gone Girl. Show your kids that.
Yeah,
I've seen that one.
just watch it. Just watch it with Jenny.
Good soundtrack.
I totally forgot when I was plugging
Great score.
shop.mega64.com. We do the 64-hour special every week where we have a shirt that's only available 64 hours. Everyone's wishing they could go on that vacation that was canceled, or that they could just fly to the Bahamas, get away from Bahamas,
Yeah,
not Bahamas.
Oh.
Oh, it's back?
We did a Bahamas shirt earlier last year, and we had some overstock. So what we're doing is that's our 64-hour special. Right now, you can get it. But
Get
this
another
is not
chance.
a pre-order. We're actually just selling off what
Yeah.
we
So
have.
this will
Yeah.
sell out.
Get
Yeah,
it now.
this will actually
Get it
sell
now.
out because it's just what we have, the overstock we have.
If you
sitting here.
want it,
Yeah. This
buy
is,
it
It's
right
probably just
now.
for the people watching on Sunday.
You're watching
honestly.
this on Tuesday, you probably already
But
missed the
check.
boat.
Maybe you haven't.
Yeah, you never know. But anyway, shop.mega64.com, and those are up right now. So
Yeah.
check those out. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Non-essential travel though is not allowed.
I
so.
know we've gone late in this podcast, which is fine. It's an important podcast. I want to say, Nintendo, what the fuck you doing by not releasing Animal Crossing right now?
Yep.
You have it.
Well, they have a business plan, and maybe they.
We're all home, bro.
Yeah, but
you
maybe
will be
this
a
isn't-
hero by releasing it now. You are a fucking hero.
But then everybody guys got to go GameStop all at once. They all get infected.
You can
No, I gotta
I
If they
download
release
it.
downloaded it.
That's
I
like
did it.
That's like opening up the Roach Motel.
I'm social distancing by downloading
I
it.
downloaded it too, and I'm waiting. And just
It's not unlocked yet.
what are you doing? Why are you sitting on it? What are you doing?
Maybe they're doing last-minute patches.
Nah.
They've
No, they're
got-
done.
they've-
It's done.
Maybe
They've
they're
had
adding
it really-
coronavirus elements into it to make it more relevant.
It really is weird. Like Disney dropped all their stuff early, and everyone they looked real good during. Oh wow, good for that. Oh good. And it's like Nintendo, you have this.
They don't
ability
need to look
right
good.
now. Just hit it and put it out. It would be. I don't know anyone tweeting about. I mean, aside from the virus itself, I've never seen more tweets about something. It's like Nintendo, dude.
Yeah.
Johnny said he tuned in for a minute and everyone was shit talking him.
Oh, Johnny, no.
Why'd he respond to you and
I'm
not
not
us
saying no.
then?
I'm saying yes.
He takes
Totally. I was.
everything so seriously, Johnny.
Well,
We joke.
Johnny can't even watch for the whole podcast, let alone be at the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what you get.
Exactly.
Made your bed, bro.
There you have it.
We love you.
Yeah.
We
You
hope
know-
you're staying healthy. Wash your hands, Johnny.
I gotta say too. Again, as you said, it's 2020. Why aren't we shit talking Meg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Meg's not here.
Because
equal
Meg will
opportunity.
literally cry.
Yeah.
Or kick our asses.
Johnny will get mad, but he won't cry.
Yeah.
She is
Well,
not
but
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Meg. And when I said goodbye to her at game days, I felt she was very sad. It was hard.
You didn't see Derek say goodbye to her at Boston.
I did not see that.
I didn't either. She looked like she was tearing up when I left, and then I messaged her later, like, "Hey, I hope you're not crying anymore." She's like, "I'm still crying."
Yeah.
Did she cry for the rest of the day?
It was emotional.
did she?
Meg, she
Kevin's
loves
saying
us.
yes. I
We
don't
love Meg. She loves
Rocco
us.
didn't notice.
I didn't notice it.
And
I
now
haven't gotten. I don't know any. Are my friends in Austin safe? I'm not getting updates.
She lives in Texas now. She still works for us, but she just moved there and she works for us remotely. But when we're not around, she misses us, and I miss her too. I do. Hope she's okay and not crying.
She's been social distancing for a while, so
That's smart. She's smart.
she was ahead of the ball.
Johnny is still watching apparently, so if he's tuned in right now. If you want to say anything to him, he's listening.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Johnny, you were right. You said this was a big deal, and I laughed it off. And here we are, and everything's closed.
No, everything's not closed.
Okay. A majority of things are closed.
Disneyland.
Majority?
I told Johnny from day one, the day Disneyland closes is the day I freak out, and we've passed that point. It's fucking closed.
I was able to go.
Rocco
I
went.
just
Found
wanna
a way.
say, like that was it was easy.
See, I don't put my freak out level. I don't attach it to any one company because then, like, if I say the day 7-Eleven closes, I'll freak out. Well, when 7-Eleven closes, I'll freak out. But
Yeah.
Don't
You're
freak out.
guaranteeing. a
yeah,
freak
but
out.
if I never say something like that, then I stay cool no matter what happens.
I did draw a line in the sand at taco shops. I'll start to worry if the local taco shops close down.
I think.
you got nothing to
Hey,
worry
dude,
about.
talk to me in a week.
I don't.
Show me that
okay,
burrito in a
see.
week, bro.
We'll see if I can't get a drive-through burrito at 2 a.m.
I think
in a week.
I think if they haven't closed now, they won't.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
think so.
I want you to be right.
I do too.
I
I love being right.
am never gonna freak out, no matter what. No matter what the fuck happens.
Okay.
Keep a cool head.
I'm staying cool.
Even if you get
I'm
it,
with
you're
you.
going to be not
Even if I
freaked out.
get
I'm
it,
with you,
I'll
okay.
be like, "Yo, I got it. It's cool. Stay away from me."
Johnny could be the smartest one of the bunch. He's taking the precautions serious.
I
think if I get it, I'll survive. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm staying cool.
What if he's feeling a little under the weather? He just doesn't. He's not sure if maybe he has it or not.
When I freak out, that's when you should freak out, Sean.
Okay.
That should be your
Yeah.
new If I'm not freaking out, you shouldn't be freaking out.
Okay.
Because if I freak out, it's fucking over.
Yeah. yeah.
Because he's never gonna
I,
freak out.
Yeah, because I don't plan on freaking out. So if that happens,
Uh-oh.
that's some unexpected shit going down.
Yeah.
That's like aliens show up and they're like, "Corona was from us." And I'd be like, "Okay, I'm fucking freaked."
Do you have enough food in your pantry?
I have a lot of food.
Okay.
I spend a
Pretty penny.
lot of
How
food.
much did you spend prepping for coronavirus? I spent a lot too.
Well, here's the thing: is when I go grocery shopping once a week, I spend usually $150 a week on groceries.
That's a small amount for a family.
I was gonna say that too.
geez.
How do you get away
that's
with
like
that?
what I spend.
I budget.
Yeah.
I get-
One word: ramen.
we do ramen sometimes. We
gotta do
spaghetti.
ramen.
Spaghetti is not expensive,
Sure.
But I would say food wise, I've probably spent $500 in the last 2 weeks, which is, it's more.
That's what I would have expected.
You
normally.
spend less than
I
me
really
in
would.
a normal week and more than me during Corona prep.
It's funny when I only am shopping for myself, but when I do it, I probably spend. I go to Costco pretty much exclusively. If there's little
Yeah.
things I want to order in between, I do Amazon Prime now.
Oh, yeah?
Which I've been trying to use. It's like stuff's in stock. Some of it isn't. But stuff's in stock. It's just that they don't have the slots to like bring it to you.
Right.
Like, so it'd be
Oh.
like, oh, they still have this, easy. And then you go and it's like, we don't even know when we can come. Oh, okay.
so is that slowing down?
What's that?
Like they don't have
it's
drivers?
slowing
Packed.
down.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's just packed.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
what was I going to say? Oh, but when I typically go to Costco, I probably spend a couple $100. And that's just for myself. But then I don't go for I don't know how long.
bulk.
Like I buy shit for it's so much food.
Right.
I don't go for a couple
No.
months. Now that's what works out in my favor because I haven't needed to do I haven't gone to any stores or anything like that because I have shit like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I have enough toilet paper to last till fall anyway, so
Well,
it doesn't.
I usually have things like I have it down to a science at this point where like I'll go to Costco once a week, but I never get the same thing from the last week, obviously. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, this week I need granola bars, pretzels, I need bread,
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
this stuff. But last week I got fruit snacks, I got, whatever.
Yeah.
For the kids'
Goldfish
lunches
crackers.
and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that kind of stuff. But it is different now because like, all the meals are coming from my house now. Like we're not going out to eat ever, and we're
See,
not.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying I got chili because the kids like chili. I don't know.
I'm going the opposite. I'm going out to eat more now because those places are still open now. And I'm saving the canned food
That's smart,
and
too.
the
And
frozen
And I'm split
food.
down the middle. I'm preparing a lot of food at home, but I'm also going out as much as I can to not eat into those
Yeah.
hard quarantine
Sure.
supplies.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm buying a lot and
eat-
eating leftovers too.
See,
Yeah.
eating out for me it's like kind of a different experience because again, I can go get something and even if I eat it there, I can sit like 80 feet from anybody because
no
it's
one's
just
eating
me.
out. Yeah.
But man, Sean, you bring. I'm speaking for you. Sorry,
That's
but
fine.
I can imagine bringing 4 kids somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, statistically, one in that 4 kids will fucking lick the table. And
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like I couldn't even
I
imagine.
think they're old enough now that that's not a concern. But I will say that they're not as cognizant
sure.
of washing their hands or touching things.
Sure,
It's like,
exactly.
The Chinese place
I,
last night.
I have a pack of gloves in my car and a pack of Lysol wipes in my car.
Uh-huh.
And I feel weird doing this, but everywhere I go, I'm the guy walking around with a Lysol wipe, just casually disinfecting everything. Like I'll walk into
Before you touch it.
I'll walk into a store with a Lysol wipe and I'll like disinfect the handle and then open it up. And I just think like, well, that's just my public service to everybody.
Yeah.
Walking around, just wiping down the banisters
It's
as I
nice.
go.
Yeah.
So people think I'm all cavalier out here, fucking with Corona, but I'm actually like the superhero.
I was gonna say you're
behind
like
the scenes.
You're like a clean Batman.
Yeah,
You're doing
I'm,
your
I'm
part.
like the disinfecting Batman in the shadow of the night. I come in and disinfect everything.
Mr. Clean.
So
The Chinese
go.
food place where I went, I called and picked up my food. But when I went there to pick it up, they had a sign on the register that said, "We ask our customers to please sanitize their hands upon entering the restaurant." And they had a giant gallon-sized thing of free sanitizer. So I just thought, like, oh, they're actually asking
Doesn't
me
the
to do.
sanitizer not do anything with this?
I mean, fuck, I don't know.
No,
There's-
it's not as good as washing your hands, but it still does.
if
It's
everyone
good.
coming in and out of the restaurant is like doing that, it's like, hey, they're trying, they're
No.
providing
Yeah, I
it
think
too.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm like, hey, everyone. As long as everyone's doing their best,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I think I spent so much money on my this food prep at the house that like if I were to eat out, I would like start going broke because it's so expensive
Yeah,
to eat
yeah,
out.
yeah.
If I go to McDonald's, it costs me at least $30 or like, it's expensive. So like I gotta like try to economize as much as possible.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
And then like, I mean, I got like the good food, and then like if things go real south, which I don't think they will. I think
got the rice
I
and
think
the
grocery
beans.
store. Yeah, I got that shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we'll survive, but like it's not gonna go there.
If it goes even darker than that, though, come over to my backyard. We can hunt some rabbits.
Okay.
There's a quail in there now.
Hell yeah.
California Valley quail. You can fire 22 within city limits. Is that legal?
Who's gonna stop you?
Exactly. Sure. All right.
But
We'll roast it on an open fire. I'm not worried.
I do want everyone just be safe, be mindful of others, and let's take care of each other. This is the time to take care of each other.
That's true.
Strangers, friends, loved ones. If you got an old family member, don't visit them. Do them a favor and not see them, and we'll be fine. That's all I had to say. Sorry, I went a little.
No, I like how you ended on
Can
like
we
a
let's
positive.
end on a note? That's still like let's end on something not even related to that.
Okay.
Something cool. End on a
I
cool
agree.
note.
I agree.
Okay,
Too much
something
Corona.
cool?
Shit, what's something cool we can end it with? Just like
I know what we can do.
okay.
Shit. how
Something
am I gonna do
cool,
this?
man.
All right, hold on.
Is he gonna make it cool or?
No.
Again, while he's getting ready, I don't know what he's planning, but
This is-
again,
Yeah, give him a second. He's gonna get cool.
what I was gonna do this whole thing. Amber is the color of my poop and pee. It
Yeah.
was gonna be very Weird Al
he's not gonna
style.
do it.
One of my favorite Weird Al songs. One if God smoked cannabis. I heard that on
That's a funny one.
Kazaa a few years back, and
Yeah.
I was always inspired by
Gotta
how
download that.
he also did. I think it was called "Racist Obama Song."
And
.mp3.
then,
I don't know what it was, but it
Teenage
seemed-
Dirtbag.
Yeah, Teenage Dirtbag was another great Weird Al song.
Yeah.
Again, Kazaa had all of
By
them. And
Weird
when I was
Al.
a kid, I listened to them and was just so inspired
Yeah.
by that. And it was really just like eye-opening. So that's what I was going to try to do.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously Shrek 40 is not at Universal anymore, but
No.
I kind of started to piece together, like, what would it be like if they had it? And I pictured my dog just, you know, just the dog's asshole right on the screen, just like brown mosquito.
Just like a dog
Kinda
spraying.
thing.
Do like a spray. Oh, wow. Take that. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
That's coronavirus. I'll show you how we handle it here in America. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's the worst thing. They don't want that at all.
Oh. That's what we do.
This is what we do.
That's what we do.